Greetings in the name of the Most High Yah. It's King Yediyah, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets. And today is the 20th of July 2022. It's a Wednesday. The time is 10:06 a.m. and I'm gonna do a trade recap on my Nflx trade. Alright, so starting off with the Camarilla levels. Prior day we had 193.52. That was R3 right there. Today we have R3 at 205.36 and S3 is at 197.89. So it's a higher value day. Supposed to be looking for longs, but again, according to the Camarilla theory, if we open in the pre-market and we're starting to reject the higher thesis, we're looking for longs. So we're looking for either confirmation or rejection of the thesis, right? So with Nflx having earnings yesterday, that's the catalyst for Nflx. Let's see, let's make this bigger. Right, so in the pre-market, Nflx lost R4. Right, just before the open, we lost R4. I wasn't quick enough on the trigger because I was trying to short like around R4, the loss of R4. That was my level right there. At least I was thinking, well, in a higher value day, if we're pulling back, we're gonna pull back to R3, catch some support, and then rally, right? But if it doesn't, if it goes bearish, excuse me, we're gonna break down R3 and then head for lower value, right? So we're already starting to seem like we're gonna lose. We're gonna reject the higher value thesis, right? So lost lower VWAP, which is that green line, lost R4 in the pre-market, headed down, made a pre-market low right here. What level was that? Around 207, 207.5, something like that. And it just flushed too much at the open, right? So I think Brian took this trade at the open somewhere around, I don't know, 207. Maybe he took it at the break of pre-market low, but I wasn't quick enough on the trigger. And so I took the breakdown of R3 right here. Let's see what level is that. First entry 204.54. Second entry was 203.76, and then it just broke down, right? Came down to S1 at 253, and then it bounced back up. But I wasn't intimidated by the bounce back up because the way we're rejecting the higher value thesis, I was pretty confident that we're gonna break down, right? So I think Brian took the scalp straight down here somewhere at 200. I think he closed out at 200 or somewhere around here at the bottom, which was a pretty good, a nice move. Like, I don't know where he entered. I think it was pre-market low. So that was a really nice move. Nice trade there, Brian. And so I held when he covered and added here again at 204.61 and on the rejection of VWAP and the breakdown of R3. So again, this was kind of moving, man, so I didn't really catch the exact breakdown of R3. And then added here the breakdown of lower VWAP, which was 203.10. And let's see, added here again at the breakdown of R1 right here at 202.71. So covered here, covered my first position when we broke down here at 202.16, and covered all the rest here at 201.23. So all in all, that was a really good trade. Netted me some nice profit in the P&L. And I think on the rejection here of R3 again, when we pull back down, I entered here again, really small size at 201.94, and let's see, added here again at I think it was the rejection of R3 again when it pushed up to R3, and that was the entry there. The ad was 204.72, and I actually stopped out here, right? But when I added, some of the position didn't cover, right? So I think I had like a range order set or something like that, and I didn't include all of the shares, so I had to cover up here a little bit again, right? So that it was a small share size, but the way it ran up on me, I think this moved like what? Because I'm shorting from 202 to 206, so it kind of ate up my P&L a little bit, but still was in profit. So the rejection of upper VWAP. I think at this time Tor was long, looking for the breakout, maybe for some liquidation grab. I think Tor was thinking like liquidation grab around here, and then we're gonna push up, which is probably what he gonna get now, but it took a little time. And I actually reshorted here at 207.38, and let's see, where did I cover? Actually, one of these here, yeah. So this was, sorry, so this second ad right here, which was small share size, and this one here, right, I actually covered here, right? So you see I had to cover twice or something like that, yeah. And I had to cover twice, right? Because one of the shares was kind of left out of the covering, right? And when I reshorted here, this was my target at R3. So I recouped all my losses because I went in decent size again with the rejection off of upper VWAP. So caught a nice profit there, man. It's a really good day on the P&L. This was nice trading. I'm not disappointed in anything I did here. This was cool. This was cool. So 3 days in a row, we're doing the damn thing, man. You know what I mean? Back focus, back reading the charts properly, and just following price action and volume and stuff like that. So another thing I was looking at as well was the US dollar. Hold on. Right, so the US dollar actually found like some support down here, right? So the US dollar found some support. I was looking at that as well, had a big run up, then we pulled back and then pushing up again here. But looking at this, I was looking like, you know, the stock market is gonna take a hit if the US dollar catches a bid, right? So I was looking at, you know, you see where we're catching this support right here, and we're having a higher low. So the US dollar might be back in action. Once the US dollar is back in action, the stock market is probably going to take a hit. I was also looking at, oh man, at NQ1. Right, so we found some support right here, and this is what I like about the futures, right? Because you can look at it. It's not just pre-market action. It goes straight from yesterday into overnight, and you can just see the whole price action developing, right? And caught a bid on NQ1, but then when we see this rejection right here at these highs, right? So it made this high, I think it was it was yesterday. Where we at? Right, so we at the highs right here, and we're still rejecting off of that, so we're still bearish. So all of the bulls, they gotta be really careful, man, because this is what happens in the bear market. You know, you get these little rallies and stuff, they suck you in, and then you see we start getting stuff like this. You know what I mean? You see, it's a low volume retracement back up to the highs on this big candle right here. It's a lower volume. So you got to be mindful of this, because this candle here is probably going to take you back down to volume point of control again, and probably even go red for the day and come back to the pivot level right here, because we haven't touched the pivot level yet. And I think, as Tor was saying yesterday, it's a price magnet. You know what I'm saying? This area right here is a price magnet for real. Let's see right here. Right, so this area right here is the central pivot area. Actually, it's actually bigger. Hold on. Bottom central pivot, top central pivot, and this is the pivot level itself. So you could expect price to pull back all the way to this level right here, you know. And with that being said, this is a real stop loss trigger area right here. Like this area right here, if it comes back in with heavy volume, you could get some stop losses being triggered. So if you're bullish, be careful. Let's see what else I was looking at. Looking at the VIX. The VIX is pulling back, so that's good for the bulls. You know what I mean? If we get support and push back up, you gotta watch out for the reversal at 11 a.m. So if it does that, you know, watch out for, let's see what time, yeah, around here, which is 11 a.m. See what it's doing, you know. Let's see what else. Yeah, this is the Nflx chart. Alright, y'all, so that's it. Oh, I have my tick chart here on TradingView as well, for the NQ1, and this is the oversold level. That's the mean right there in the blue, and the red is the overbought level. So we're pushing down lower right now. Let's see what the stock, let me see what the Qs is doing, and the Qs is pulling back. So all these things you gotta look at, you know what I'm saying. Let's see, go back to the chart here. Alright, so Nflx is just kinda in a consolidation kind of vibe right now. I don't know if it's gonna break out or not. What's wrong with that? Come on, load up. Yeah. So I don't know if you're gonna get this real breakout today. Might get this sideways action, maybe pull back a little bit to 200. But I'm done for today, man. It's a great day, you know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all, it's King Yedaya, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets, and y'all trade safe and stay blessed.